This is M9NDTV. I'm Tehatna, your host. Today we have Yana Carter on. We're gonna have a real conversation, real talk with Yana Carter today. And Yana, go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about who you are. And
My name is Yana Carter. I am 20 years old. Um, I currently live in Macon, Georgia. I am from Albany, Georgia. I stayed in Albany, Georgia for about 18 years of my life. I just moved to Macon about 8 months ago. Uh, I do see a shift in the world as far as awakening, becoming more conscious, becoming more aware of what's going on in the world. I see a lot of people waking up, but that doesn't just mean anything. That doesn't change the world too much. We need more voices out here. We need more people putting in action. Like, well, there's a lot of people out here talking, but and then they say unity, unity, unity. It's not always about unity. We ain't playing in order to, you know, actually do something and implement something. Yes, but there's a big difference because you know us as a younger generation, we're getting introduced to more knowledge, more technology, more. This is actually the age of knowledge, the age of knowing. So this generation itself, I feel like we're the ones that are gonna have to be the one that implements everything or most of everything, and so the ones after us, you feel me, could actually have an idea of how to do what we couldn't do because everything's gonna change. There's gonna be more knowledge out here. There's gonna be more technology with different technology, just better innovation. So they're the ones that really, or we are the ones that are gonna actually start. How can I put this? Start the change. Basically, start the change. The older generation, the older generations, yeah, they're more about marching. Let's march. Let's talk. Let's no. We're not playing. We're not the ones to say, but you're not gonna hit us with no water hose. You're not just gonna keep on being on that. Just we're waking up. You're just not gonna let that keep going on.
I, I like your spirit. You have a strong spirit. The younger women of today, like being passed down certain etiquettes and certain principles and certain guidelines about how to transition from a young woman into a mature woman. Is there a connection? Is that rites of passage still going on? Does it exist or is it non-existent? Because like
um, as far I can speak for myself and say this. Um, you know, so I actually grew up a Christian. Then all my family grew up Christian. I was the one. My brother, he actually became a Muslim, and then he turned over to being, just more conscious, more awakened. So I actually think that we're the ones that's waking up and going to be able to say, "Hey, this is the truth. This is the truth." Because I didn't get the truth. I had to find the truth on my own. And even still, my mom, like, I don't know what it is, but she gives me little gifts, but she doesn't know who I am. She doesn't know the type of person I am, but she actually gives me gifts, and they're never Christian gifts. They're like candles, statues, idols. She even gave me a tarot book, but she doesn't know anything. She doesn't know the truth. She's still a Christian. And so so I don't know. I'm not sure, but I think we're the ones that are waking up and gonna be the ones that's teaching our children, hey, this is the truth. This is what happened. This is the knowledge wasn't out there then. for them to just read up on it or, so and so. We got the knowledge. We're going to have to do something about it. We're going to have to, I'll say that even though we're awake and we're aware of what's going on, we're still in bondage. And when I say bondage, not as far as, I know we waking up to the truth, but how can we do something about it? What can we do something? What can we do? How can we do it? When can we do it? What can we do? We still have those questions to be answered. How can I implement that? Because we also, as a young, how can I put that out there? How can I,
I got you.
Sometimes help is needed. Sometimes help is needed. And pride. The thing is with us too, it's our pride. We're not gonna just get out there and be like, hey, I need your help. Blase. Hey, could you help me with this? Could you help me with this? And consistency. There's no consistency. You start something, be like, hey, yeah, we can do this, we can do that, and it stops right there. We're losing our value. And only because I say that, because I've been seeing it very hard to get the respect that we think we should have from the world, from a black man, we're not respected as how we were used to be respected. And it wasn't even respected or anything by the community as much, but we still had that respect. I feel like somehow we're losing our value. They're gonna have to start respecting themselves first before anything. Respect yourself. Because you're not gonna get that from anyone else. The way things are is this way for a reason. It was set up to be like this, but that doesn't mean we have to just, give in to that. We don't have to give in to that. Back in the 60s, 70s, around that time, they started giving assistance to women, taking men out of the home. That's where it kind of started off at. I don't know, we gotta break that cycle. Basically what I'm trying to say, we gotta break the cycle. And the thing is, my grandma, she raised me. My mom, she wasn't in the home, but I was never in the kitchen, I don't think, but I know how to cook. Like, I don't know who cooks through me. I always say that. I feel like one of my ancestors cooking through me, because I'll just put together anything, and feed a lot of people. Like, I don't even have children. I don't have, I really don't have too much anybody, but I love to feed people. That nurturing, that sense of nurturing, that it feels so good, especially when America is going in on the food. I write music. I'm more of a freestyle. I have to get back into writing. I sing, I rap. All of that good stuff. I write poems, do freestyle poetry. I actually want to start a metaphysical shop.
Really?
I probably, I don't know when I'm going to get into that. I got to get my funds up, everything, get my plans together. Okay. First of all.
What is a metaphysical shop? What would a metaphysical shop have or sell, or what's that about?
Crystals, herbs, bath salts, incense, lots of things. Rose crystals, they help with depression, breaking habits, things of that nature. The white crystal itself, it helps with healing. I'll just name properties of crystals because I'm not too, fresh with the names, but they help. They're healing crystals. They're crystals that help with abundance, money, crystals for jobs, employment. Crystals, like I say, my crystals, like they have characteristics of their own. Like my crystals will tell me, hey, take me with you today. Like I'll just have this like I'll be walking out the door and I might just so happen to look at a crystal and I'll just pick it up and grab it because it's like it's calling out to me like, take me with you, hold up before you leave, grab me. Crystals like, say sleep with me tonight. Some of them sometimes they don't want to be touched. Like I just did a spiritual cleansing bath with salt. I had a white crystal sitting up there, red candles. Put fruit in there, pineapple, strawberries, night. But I was gonna put some crystals beside my bath, and then it's like, no. Like by the time I got into the club, I had forgot all about it, so I could tell they didn't want me to put them there today.
What's your perspective on relationships, like black male, female relationships, like or just relationships in general?
We have to get better with that bond. When I say bond, like as far as treating each other with respect, loyalty, having loyalty between each other, keeping each other up, keeping each other together. Like the smallest little thing will tear somebody apart. When they had the most perfect bond, there's times when you think, oh, this person isn't right for me. Go with that feeling. If they're not, if they're bringing you down, if they're breaking your spirit, if you're worrying, if you're not happy, that's fine to let go. But when this person makes you happy, when they make you smile, when you think about them constantly, build that bond. Keep that bond together. Stay together. Have a sit down with them and say, hey, I know you have some flaws. I'm okay with it. But here's what we need to do to keep us together. Here's what you need to do. Here's what I need to do. I know what I have to do, but I need you to do your part. I say your part. I'm not saying you're in this by yourself. I'm saying we're in this together. I'm going to help you keep up what you need to be doing, but just do your part. Yeah, we need balance, like you said, balance. You uplift me, I uplift you, not I uplift you and you tear me down. Just have that sense of balance. And don't put your business on Facebook. Don't do that. You're actually helping this person out. You're letting the world know actually that this person, okay, we're having problems. So you can you can text him if you want to or whatever. You basically saying that when you putting your business out there, because everybody's not gonna be like, hey, oh well, this not a very good person. She's mad at him. There's some people out there that be like, oh well, she having a hard time with him. Maybe I can make it better. Maybe I can, and you're wondering why your relationship isn't succeeding. Because you're helping yourself. You're not just having a one-on-one saying, hey, this is what, you're feeling like you have to tell the world about it. You're putting other people in your business. So you're putting that energy out there where other people's energy is being with that. You're not getting that connection between you and another person. You're getting that connection. You're getting energy from everywhere. It's you saying, okay, oh, well, they're not going to make it. They're not going to do this. They're not going to do that. That energy is building up. And guess what it's doing? It's tearing down your relationship. Just like I've had someone tell me, a female, she was like, I don't know. I guess she liked the guy, and I don't know. But it was like she was saying, I know he's not gonna want me if I don't have sex with him, because that's what it's all about. That's what no, that's not no. The thing is now people think, oh, you get sexually active first, and no, it back in time it was never like that. Like males don't even walk you to your door anymore. You just get dropped off.
Wow.
You know, so
Wow.
everything is changing. I'm still trying to figure out how did it change? Where did it change? When did it change? But I don't know. Like I said, back to respect. There's no respect anymore.
If
Females
you could,
don't even respect males anymore. We need your strength back. We need we need the respect back that you used to give. We need. I'll speak for a more independent women, but I'm gonna get back to the ones that are dependent. For independent women, we do not want your money. We want a sense of security. We want you to succeed, but we do not want your money. We want you to be up doing something with your life, like actually becoming a man and saying, hey, go into survival mode. I need to provide for my family. I need to, but that's okay if you can't provide how you want to. That's not your job to sit up there and say, hey, I have to have everything figured out before this woman wants me. I have to have all this money. I have to have a nice car. I have to have nice clothes. You do not. I, oh my God, you're just gonna have to step up and say, hey, you're gonna know when a female just wants you for your money and for your riches and for everything that you have, and you're gonna know if that female doesn't want anything for you and only wants for you to be happy. Once you find out that you don't have to spend a dime for happiness, you don't have to buy outrageous things for happiness. You're gonna realize, okay, hey, this is the female I want. This is the female. She's not after all that I have. She only wants me to be happy. She only wants me to succeed in life. She only wants me to grow. She only wants me to build. As far as a dependent woman, I say dependent. She's depending on you to do this and do that and come out your pocket for everything. It That's not what you need. You do not need anybody tearing you down, having you wondering, oh, how much do I have to spend today on her? How much do I have to spend tomorrow on her? Uh, how am I going to be able to make her happy for this weekend if I don't got no money, if I don't have any money? That's a female that you're not trying to put your all into. You can't, because she's going to be constantly tearing you down. She's going to be constantly taking out of your pockets. She's going to be constantly saying, you need to do this. You need to do that. She's unhappy. She's unhappy. Hear me out. She is unhappy. You need you a happy female, a happy, independent woman, a strong woman that's going to say, hey, baby, you need to do this. But baby, all that money, that don't make me happy. That does not make me happy. Can you just succeed for us? Can you be happy for us? Can you respect the relationship? Can you respect us? That's when you know that she's not after your pockets.
that was a powerful answer. I think that's worth reviewing and listening to, a couple times over for those who didn't get it the first time. That's wise words from Yana Carter. Yana, I want to thank you so much for this conversation.
Yeah,
We have to
sure.
do this again. And anything else you want to say to the young women out there before we close out?
Most definitely. Keep your head up. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. Anything worth fighting for, fight for it. Do not lose it. Your happiness does not depend on anyone else's. You make sure you're happy first. Make sure you are happy first. Anything that is weighing you down, anything that is tearing you down, anything that doesn't bring you happiness or life or a smile to your face, let it go. Let it go out the window. Keep those vibrations high. And Yana Carter is out. Add me on Facebook or follow me at Yana Carter. That's YANA Carter. And that is it.